Congratulations, one step closer to glory. Just sum up that display, because early on, unplayable, wobble in the middle, and then sublimed again at the end. Just sum it up in your own words for us.
Yeah, I think you summed it up pretty well, to be honest. I can't say any more. You know, at the start it was so perfect, and you know, everything felt really good. It was like reminiscent from last year against Ryan Joyce, and unfortunately I sort of fell off the bandwagon a little bit. So yeah, it was an up and down game, but that start obviously helped me win the game, because Danny was really good at the start, and if I would not finish them crucial finishes, then you know, if he's 2-0 up and I'm 2-0 down, yeah, we probably would have won the game 5-3 instead of me. So yeah, as much as it is a bit annoying that it didn't go well in the middle part, that start really did help me out to win the game.
What did you say to yourself in that break between the 7th and 8th set? Because you came out like a man possessed, like set one, hitting everything. You were snarling to yourself. You could really see it mean to you. What did you say to yourself in that break?
Yeah, I just splashed my face a bit of water and said, I've got to fire myself up. Sometimes the body gets a little bit too relaxed, and I kind of a little bit like I'm pushing them. And I said to myself, you know, now or never. You really have to, show Danny you're still really wanting to win this. Because if I come out, 4-3 down, thinking, well, I've still got 2 sets, and I think I can afford to lose this one. I didn't want to lose that set. I wanted to win it, and I come out a little bit more aggressive. You know, come on, get my head on, get that energy level up a little bit, and it seemed to work.
I remember speaking to you at the Modus exhibition just before this. You were talking about creating legacy for yourself. The fact that you've done so much, but it was all about legacy and getting yourself to the very elite. This tournament is hard. 3 finals in a row, only the 3rd person to do that, as you said. What does that mean to you? And is this part of this legacy that you want to creating records and joining the greats of the sport?
Yeah, of course. You know, of course, 3 finals is always great, but if you only win 1 out of them 3, then it's not as good as it could have been. I missed an opportunity last year. As much as Mike was really good and probably deserved to win, I missed an opportunity in that 2nd set to go 2-0 up, and yeah, what could have been after that. But yeah, of course, whatever happens tomorrow is still a great achievement. Like you say, this is a really tough tournament to do well in. You know, making 3 finals on the trot is obviously amazing for myself, and you want to go on and win it now, and you don't want to make finals and lose them. But I've won the last 3 major finals I've been in, so hopefully it goes well for me tomorrow. If it doesn't, then you have to accept it that you're going to have to lose some major finals. But I feel really confident, hoping that tomorrow goes really well for myself.
The fact that you just brought that straight off, I've won my last 3 major finals, is that a positive thought that's locked in your head then, that in finals Luke Humphries turns up?
Yeah, of course. I think the last 3 finals I've played in, they've been good finals. The Players' Championship final was good, and the Masters final was a bit like that. I started off well, and then I come back Jonny come back against me, and then I managed to reel off that last set in good form, and then the Premier League final, which was really good as well. So of course I'm going to think positively, not negatively. So hopefully tomorrow I can really produce what I did in the first 3 sets more consistently. You're not going to do that throughout the whole game, because it's tough, best of 11, but hopefully I can come out and bring a bit more of that quite more consistently.
Cheers, Luke. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Luke, congrats on the win. You talk about the start of that game and really starting like a train. When you're playing like that, you're just sort of hoping that you can continue it for as long as it goes on, I guess?
Yeah, you're not really hoping, you just believe it's going to keep going on like that, and then when it doesn't, you're kind of a little bit like, I was so much in a state, I was like fixated where everything just felt like I can't miss. At first that was going on, thinking this is nothing less than a 180. But sometimes in darts that it goes well for a minute, and then it doesn't go well for a minute, and kind of can be annoying. But you have to pick yourself up a little bit, and I did. 4-1 up, it was great. 4-3 down, it wasn't going so great, but I managed to I think perform really good in that 8th set. So yeah, that's what sometimes champions do.
The memories that you take from winning the final here and losing the final as well to Mike Decker, what will you take from those games into tomorrow's final, whoever it is?
I don't know to be honest. I think 2 completely different games. When I beat Gezi, I was always in control of that game. Against Mike, I was, except for being 1-0 up, I was never really in control of it. So I know how it feels to be in control and not to be in control. So the only thing I can take from the 2 finals I've had is when I'm in control, I can finish the game off. When I'm not in control, I can still come back, because it's 4-1 down to Mike, managed to bring it back 4-all. So yeah, there's not too much I can take, but I'm an experienced player now. I think this is like, I don't know, off the top of my head, like 13, 14 major finals. So I'm experienced enough to know that I can cope under pressure. Thank you.
Look, just on that there, you don't even remember how many major finals you've been in.
It's a good thing.
It is a good thing. Yeah, 2 years ago here when you lifted your first trophy, I remember you saying that obviously I want to win everything, but if we just reach the quarters, that's okay.
Yeah.
Has that now changed because you made so many major finals? Did you expect to be as successful as you have been?
No, I didn't expect it. But you're kind of right. Usually at the start of your career, and especially when you win your first one, you're kind of really happy to win it, or just to get to the quarterfinals. You think that's a great. Now, it kind of, I mean, for me, you have to win or nothing. I mean, making a final's amazing, and if I don't win tomorrow, then it's a great achievement again. But yeah, nothing really pleases the brain and the body more than actually winning anymore, because I've kind of won everything. So yeah, it's win or nothing for myself tomorrow, especially when you kind of won everything.
In the final, it'll either be Luke Liller or Jonny Clayton. You've beaten them both in major finals this year. Does that give you an edge psychologically, whoever you face tomorrow?
Not particularly. Both fantastic players. Whoever wins the game, it's going to be tough for myself. I know that, and I'm going to make it tough for them. You know, so it's going to be a good game regardless who it is, and both great double hitters as well. So, but I think my starting has been pretty good in patches. So, yeah, whoever that is, may the best man win. It's going to be a tough game for myself. I'm pretty aware of that. You're not going to play in a major final. It'd be easy for you.
Cheers, Luke. Well done tonight. Thank you.
Congratulations, Luke. 14 180s in that contest with Danny there. How pleasing is that aspect of your game, and how much will that be needed tomorrow, whoever you face in the final?
Yeah, I felt like the 180s were pretty good. Starting off was good at the start, and then you know, I think a lot of the scoring was a helping hand as well. But yeah, I was quite pleased more with the finishing in certain points than I was with you know, the scoring so much. You know I can achieve them big scores and the big 180s, but the first dart was going in, and that's when I'm dangerous. You know, the 180s are quite good for me when the first dart's going in. So usually I'm quite a big 140 here because the first dart's not always in as much, and I managed to recover. Yeah, I'm really pleased with that. Hopefully I can match that tomorrow, because I will need it.
And you mentioned that you were a little bit jaded and tired. Just how difficult is it during a tournament to maintain your sort of energy and focus?
Very hard. Yeah, I mean, you know, for me, I think I was in the Pro Tour Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, exhibition Friday, exhibition Saturday. My own fault, I picked that, but I'm just saying, and then go home Saturday night. I'm away Sunday again for this, and then you're 6 days away. Mentally, I think, is what gets you, not the physicality sometimes. And kind of felt like I've been playing darts for about 2 weeks straight, but one more day is all I need. Just one more day, good night's rest, and one more day of action.
And it was your young son's birthday a couple of days ago, wasn't it? How much of a belated birthday present would this be for him?
Yeah, he's going to come up tomorrow. You know, he's number one. Darts is number two. It's you know, family is always number one. Darts is second to me. But yeah, it'd be a great belated. I think it'd be quite you know, good turnaround from the fact of, you know, when I won my first one, and I remember he just turned one, and I managed to bring the trophy home to him, and was like, and he didn't have a clue. Whereas he'll understand tomorrow. He watches me now on TV, and yeah, it'd be quite a nice circle to come round to. 2 years ago, I won my first, and then I won my ninth. So, but that's fairy tales. They don't always come true. So I'd love to see Rowan you know, celebrate a trophy with me, but we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Thanks, Luke.
Thank you.
All right, cheers guys. Thanks, guys.